Hi friends, it's Cindy from Cindy's Corner. It's the end of my work week. It's Friday night. I'm ready to wind down and I'm gonna make myself a snack and a cocktail. So I have had a request for someone asked me if I could show how I make my dip. So I'm gonna start from scratch and here we go. So this is going to be a combination of sour cream and store-bought ranch dressing, and then I'm going to doctor it up with a couple little spices. Okay, so what I do is I take my sour cream, I put it into my container, so probably put about half of the container there. Okay, that's enough. Okay, and now I'm going to season that with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, you know, most of the time I do like twice as much pepper to salt. That's the way I like it. Okay, and the other thing that I'm going to add to this is some dill weed. Okay, so I'm going to sprinkle that in here, and I'm going to put some on top after I mix it all up as a kind of a decoration too. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to stir that up. Okay, so looks like that. Okay, you can see some of the little specks in there. And then I'm going to put the ranch dressing in. I just put a good squirt. Okay, and we stir that up. Mix it all together. Okay, this is nice. Okay, so got that. Okay, and now to, you know, when you are doing something like this in a bowl like this, it can get a little sloppy around the edges. So what you do is you wet a paper towel and you go around the edge of the bowl like this. Okay. And what that does is it cleans up the edges so you have a nice looking bowl of dip, okay? All right, and now what I'm gonna do with the dill weed is just sprinkle a little bit on top, kind of like a decoration. And sometimes I put it everywhere, and tonight I'm just gonna kind of make like a little stripe down the middle. So you can still see the ranch dip, okay? So you can kind of be decorative if you want. You can make like an X, you know, or you could go everywhere, just kind of a ring around the edge, whatever you like, okay? So that's my dip. Okay, we're gonna put that aside. And now I'm gonna show you what I'm doing with my cucumber this week, because as I said before, I like to do the cucumber different ways. So tonight we're gonna cut both edges. And what I'm gonna do is take a fork and drag it down the sides, and it's gonna look really interesting. So you're gonna press fairly hard, and you're gonna make stripes with the tines of the fork. And what happens is that it makes indentations into the flesh of the cucumber, and when you cut it into slices, it almost looks like a little flower. I think that's really fun. Okay, so I'll cut a piece, and you can see how it's got little indentations here, and so it just looks a little bit different. Okay. Oh, this one, it shows up better on this one. Okay, so if you can see that, see it's got little indentations, so the green kind of goes in, so it looks a little bit like a flower to me. Okay. Okay, and now I'm ready to build my platter, my little veggie platter. Okay, so I got a nice little plate here. It's fall, so got a nice fall coloring here. And now I'm gonna put these on my tray. And one of the things that I like to do with my veggie trays is to sprinkle some salt and pepper on the veggies before I eat them. You know, I think it just makes them taste better. So I've got some little baby tomatoes here, and I've got some carrot and celery. Now the celery I cut into sticks, like I frequently do, but the carrots this time, I cut it into coins, but I cut them on the diagonal, and so they look very interesting. They're a very interesting shape, and they're quite different. So, you know, it's fun to have, you know, your veggies look different. You know, you don't have to make them the same all the time. Okay, now I really filled up that tray. Now where am I going to put my dip? Okay, so I'm going to move this stuff away from the center so I can stick my dip in there. Okay, but before I do that, I want to put some salt and pepper on this. Now, when I see these fancy chefs on TV, they say that if you hold high, when you're putting your salt on things, it makes it disperse more widely and more evenly. So that's what I'm going to do here. Okay. So let me pull that up here so you can kind of see how that looks. So you have some little salt and pepper on things, okay? And then I'm going to put my dip in the middle. And there it is. There's my tray. Okay, so there we go. Okay, and now it is time to make my cocktail. Let me put this out on my table. Okay. So tonight, you know, it has been freezing cold all week for us. So it's been like in the 50s, low 60s, and today it's like 75 degrees out. I'm actually a little sweating right now. So I felt like it's time for a summery cocktail. So I'm gonna have some Malibu rum, which is like a coconut flavored rum, along with some pineapple, and this has pineapple mango juice in together. And of course my secret weapon is my roses sweet and lime juice. Love that. Okay, so got my measuring cup out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put about 2 ounces of rum. Maybe a little more. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to put about 1 ounce of the roses sweet and lime juice. Okay. Generous ounce. All right. And now I'm going to put the pineapple juice all the way up. Okay, now we're going to stir that together and taste it. See if it needs anything else. I think I could put a little more lime juice in there. That's good. Okay. That ought to do it. Okay. That's good. Okay. Now, one of my birthday gifts last week was these interesting cocktail swizzle sticks. It's an silicone ice cube mold, and they were in the shape of honeycombs, and it comes with the swizzle stick. So this is a pretty cool kind of thing. So I'm going to put that into my glass. Now the glass I have today is this is like a Collins glass, and this I got at a thrift store. I actually found, believe it or not, I've been looking for these everywhere and hard to find, And I came across, over like a period of like 3 years, I found 3 of them that I thought might look alike, and believe it or not, they are almost exactly the same size. I put a level across them and they were like maybe 1/8 of an inch different from each other. It's so unusual, you know, when you go hunting for these things. Okay, so I'm just going to pour this into my glass. And I have a bit left, so I'll put that in the fridge. And, you know, these Friday evenings, I am doing something nice for myself. I've got Oscar Peterson playing on my stereo, and, you know, I like to listen to music. I like to relax, have a nice snack, have a nice drink. And then I'm going to go over on Facebook and I'm going to take a picture of what I'm having to eat and drink and post it, and we'll see, you know, if other people join in and share what they're doing tonight. So I invite you to join me over on Facebook. I'm going to put some information in the description so that you can find me on Facebook and join my cocktail corner that I do every Friday night. It's open to anybody. We just kind of share what we're doing and having, and just a nice way to connect with everybody. Okay, so that's it for tonight. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.